Hello everyone, this is Robyn and welcome to mypinkstamper.com. I am so totally super, oh that's Valley Girl again, darn it. I'm so excited. I don't know what they say in the 70s. I'm sorry, I was a baby. I'm excited to share a tie-dye card with you guys. This is going to be trippy. Is that the right word for the 70s? I'm not sure. I'll have to ask somebody. I'm going to be sharing a card using the tie-dyed stamp set and the custom tee with the t-shirt coordinating framelits. This is a whole set, but I'm only using this one right here. I actually demonstrated this on one of my live shows. If you want to watch my live shows, they're weekly, every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And they're on my Facebook page, My Pink Stamper. I'd love to have you give me your comments and join in on our live show. It's super fun. But I demonstrated this and I promised that I would make a regular video so you don't have to watch the whole rebroadcast to see it. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to be doing the tie-dye technique with the tie-dye stamp set and watercolor paper. So this is going to be super fun. It's not really that messy, not like you're really tie-dyeing something. And I've never tie-dyed before. Is that so crazy? I'm going to tie-dye now that I say that, but I've never done it before. But I am using the tie-dyed stamp set that's new in the Occasions catalog from Stampin Up. And I'm also using the custom tee stamp set and bundle. So I'll put the bundle item number on here. If you see anything you like on this video and you want to recreate it yourself, you can order any of it and all of it on my shopping page at mypinkstamper.stampinup.net. Please email me, mypinkstamper@gmail.com. If you have any questions, I'm here to help you be successful with your stamping and scrapbooking and card making. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. And let's just go ahead and do the stamping first with the tie-dye. So I have our watercolor paper. And it doesn't matter the size, just big enough for the t-shirt. And I have our spritzer. And I just have regular water in here. And I'm going to spray this off camera because I made quite a mess on my table when I demonstrated this live. Just the water was a little bit messy. So I'm going to have my colors ready. These are the 3 colors that I'm using. And the different stamps that I'm using. I'll show you the different stamps. So the tie-dyed stamps that I'm using are these 3 right here. And they're actually bigger. In here it says that they are 70% right here of what they are. So they're normally bigger than that. All right, so I'm going to spray just a few sprays. Make sure you kind of have it facing towards your paper and you have it you want a little bit of a distance. I'm not going to do it right here, but I'm going to show you what I would be doing. So I'm doing it right here. I'm just getting it really wet so I can have the tie-dye look. Okay, so it's pretty wet. If you guys can see, it's a little shiny. I'm going to go ahead. I don't want it to dry and I don't want to have to respray. So I'm going to start with my Daffodil Delight Ink Pad. And I'm going to start with the one that has the most color. Do you see how it just runs? Isn't that so cool? It's just like real tie-dye, I promise. Although I've never tie-dyed, so I'm just saying what I think. Okay, and then we're going to do the Tempting Turquoise next, and that'll just run into it as well. This would be a fun project to do with anyone really, but it'd be fun to do with your kids because it's not like you're having to be really super messy, right? And then my Old Olive, and I'm going to stamp that right here. Okay, and now you're going to want to set it aside and just let it dry for a little bit before we do the next part. And by the power of movie magic, I have one that's already ready to go. So I wanted to show you guys it up close though. Isn't that so fun and so cool? And then I also did one just on regular Whisper White, just to show you the difference. And there is a difference. This is just more like regular, and this is more like, yeah, man, I'm cool. Okay, so I'm gonna set the wet one aside, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this card. I'm making it, obviously, it's going to be simple, and I'm using some other, I'll tell you what I'm using as I'm using it. So this one is dry. So I'm going to pull out my basic black ink pad. And I'm gonna go ahead and stamp the t-shirt. So I'm gonna be using the t-shirt, and then I'm gonna use Happy Stamper. So you could make a birthday card, good luck. Any bride-to-be, those are for the shirts or whatever. But I'm going to just stamp the t-shirt right here. You don't have to, you could just cut it out. But I wanted to kind of have it right there. I like the black on there. And set this aside. Well, actually, I need the black. So down at the bottom right here, I'm going to put just Happy Stamper. This is just going to be right here in the middle. Happy Stamper. Super happy. And now I'm going to pull out my big shot right here. I've got it zoomed in, don't I? I sure do. I sure did. Fix my camera. Okay, here's the Stampin' Up Big Shot, which I absolutely love. And I'm going to put my paper on here. Remember, this was the watercolor, and I'm just putting my framelit right over the top. They make these so they coordinate and they match up wonderfully. And I'm just going to roll it through. And set this aside. Now I'll just punch it out. You guys ready for my tie-dye shirt? Are you ready? Are you seriously? Are you ready? I'm a tie-dye shirt. I'm so cool. We need to listen to some, hold on. This is what I did during my show too. Alexa, play Eagles, Hotel California. Watch this.
Hotel California by Eagles.
Just a little bit. Oh, it's not working. There we go. Alexa. Okay. All right, I'll have it in the background for you guys. There's my silly moment. You get the real Robyn, right? This is really Robyn. Okay, so I'm gonna take my piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this is cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So it's kind of a really small piece. And I'm putting it on basic black cardstock. And this is cut at 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. Cool wind in my hair. All right, now I'm using Baker's Twine Old Olive. Okay. In the distance. Remember my old videos where I always had like music playing and I was singing it all the time? I'm kind of in that mood today. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of do whatever. I'm gonna do a couple. Alexa, off. Okay, so I'm doing 3 like this, and then I think I'll go down here, and then I'm gonna go all the way up like that. Isn't that fun? Just kind of different. Just do whatever you want. You can make your own designs. Let me grab some of my scissors, my paper snips. And while it's upside down, I will go ahead and put some adhesive. I like to put it over the twine and the tape, over the ribbon, so it doesn't move back and forth. Okay, I probably should fold this in half first. So I'm gonna fold, this is a piece of Old Olive Cardstock, and it's cut 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, so it's a regular piece of cardstock, just cut down at 5 1/2. If you are new to crafting and card making, it's super simple. I love, love, love doing it. Okay, so I'm gonna add this on here, and I like that I made it a little bit smaller because then I get this big, big border of Old Olive, which is wonderful. So now I'm going to take my tie-dye shirt and I'm going to grab some of our dimensionals. These are Stampin' Dimensionals. Awesome. You get 300 per pack. They're like $4. Add them to your next order. You definitely do not want to run out of these. So I'm going to add 2 up here, and then look, it's a little, looks like a smiley face, but it's not. Okay, and then, I'm kind of adding too many, but that's okay. It was just a different shape there. Okay. Now we are going to add this, have it a little crazy. And then there is my tie-dye card. If you guys ordered the first week of January from mypinkstamper.stampinup.net, this is the card you're going to get. I'm going to be working on those today. If you're one of my customers, I send you a hand card, stamped card that I've made for every single customer, along with thank you goodies if you qualify for them. Check them out, mypinkstamper.com, and all of the supplies will be listed in the description of this YouTube video. If you like what you saw, don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.